because we were in Florida last week. What about the clothing line? What happened was we I feel like I haven't turned the camera on in so long to vlog because we were in Florida last week and we didn't vlog at all. But it is so nice to be back in New York and get back into my routine and just the swing of things here. And it was so nice to spend some time with Ryan's family, see his grandma. So we had a really good time. And now that we're back, it's Monday. And we really spent the weekend, let's see, on Saturday, we went and walked to go get donuts in the morning. We stopped and got coffee and then went to the donut place, turned on Mad Men, and had like a marathon. So we are already on season 6. Like there's 7, we've watched 6 seasons in like a month. Nah. I don't know whether to be proud of myself or embarrassed, but like I can't watch anything else until I'm done with it because I just really love the show and I'm so invested. And then yesterday, Ryan and I actually spent most of the day apart just because we had separate errands to run. Then we met back up later in the day and we went to the pier together and just kind of laid out and read our books, and it was nice. Today I was supposed to film a video, but it's pouring rain and it's so dark. And if I turn the exposure up too much on the camera, it gets so grainy and it just like loses the quality. So we're gonna have to figure something out. So for this vlog, I have planned out a Q&A. And I always think it's nice every now and then to do kind of like an Instagram Q&A. Just so, I don't know, I feel like it's always good for you guys to get to know me a little bit better. And I always love reading the questions that you have. And some of them are really good questions, so I'm really excited to do that. I haven't read through them all the way, but I just read a few. And, you know, some of it is things that I've never really talked about, so it's nice to sit down and do that. But I'm gonna go finish getting ready, and then I guess we're just gonna have to see what I'm gonna do about filming today. But I think while I wait for at least a little bit of the rain to go away, I'm going to make breakfast. It's only like 8:30 right now, so I think I have plenty of time to wait. See, if I stand here, like if I stand here, I think I've got good natural light. I'm showing outfits and I'm having to stand far away. I have to turn the brightness up and it makes it grainy. I could stand here. Exposure down a little bit. It's time for breakfast. Back from the gym, and now we're about to have a couple of phone meetings. One with my friend Sam, who is joining the team back. She was on the team for a while, and then she wasn't. What was that? Because she had other stuff going on with her other job, and so now she's back and we're so happy because first of all, she's my best friend, so I'm like always happy to have her as close to me as I can. And so we have a phone meeting with her, and then we have one with Blade, and you are gonna be good while we do this. Stella. I know you can hear me. Stella. I have been running because the weather's been so nice. I've just been like wanting to be outside and work out and run. So I've been running and I'm such an idiot. I wore these, the first day I went, I wore these sneakers that I got from Target. They're so cute, but I just really don't think they're meant to like run in, and they destroyed the backs of my heels. And so then I tried to go running 2 days later, and I got like half a mile and the backs of my heels were just like dripping blood. There was blood all in my shoes, all in my socks. So now I'm having to like really let them rest. Let me see if I can show you. Here's this one. This one's a little bit worse. Yeah, I think I need to just let those heal up before I even attempt to go running again. Or even just wear shoes with backs on them. I've been having to wear flip-flops and like slides because I just can't even wear boots.
But other than that, I mean, I can talk for right now.
Then the intern call, is there any update from her?
I CC'd you last night and she's waiting for you to respond.
Ah, all right, I haven't even seen that.
Yeah, so
Ground of all, like I've already set up all of my pages. I just need to put the items in order to complete them. That's why I'm like,
that's why it hasn't.
yeah.
Okay.
So we just got off of our calls and we kept getting all these texts from people to turn on the news and people asking if we were okay. And a helicopter had to crash land on top of a building in Times Square. That is really scary. Crazy. But I'm gonna go ahead and start. I was gonna film the outfit section of the video that I just filmed the intro for. I was gonna film the outfit section tomorrow when there's more light, but I really have way more than I thought to do tomorrow. So I found a little corner right here that I need to kind of reorganize, but I think there will be enough light right here. I think it'll be okay. And especially when people watch it on their TVs and their computer screens, I think it'll be good. But I've already filmed this video once and I didn't like the way it turned out. So I refilmed it again because I wasn't happy with it. I feel like the content, I just feel like it wasn't good. So I refilmed it and I'm not gonna do it again. Damn it, not doing it again. Are you gonna make lunch for yourself?
Yes.
Okay. I don't need sound, so you can be as loud as you want.
I'd do that anyway.
I know you would. Okay. We're gonna get to filming.
Okay, go ahead.
All right, so you heard the gentleman who was interviewed. He was up on the 38th floor of this 51-story building in Midtown Manhattan, and he said,
Still sweat and cinnamon.
And I'm having to make a quick run to the pet store because Stella's food was supposed to be here today. But I think something with the weather, I don't know, it got turned around. So, and we like just ran out this morning after her breakfast. So, I hope I get something she likes. She's so picky. I literally hate it when my feet are wet and I'm having to wear flip-flops because of the backs of my feet. So bad. So I literally can't wear any shoe that touches the back of my foot. So I'm wearing flip-flops. I think I'm also gonna run by Target and get a doormat. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. And as I was walking out the door, Ryan's like, can you give me a new shower cap? Also, I need to go to Sephora, but honestly, I think I'm just gonna go to tomorrow because the weather is so gross. And it feels like someone's just constantly sneezing on my face right now. It's like just this thin mist. You guys remember when I left the house and my hair was straight as a board? What? It's like the evolution of Ashley's hair. On the way to the store, part 1. It just keeps getting better and better.
But then I turn around and let it go. I see you watching me from a distance.
see you can't decide what to feel. But if you dig a little deeper, boy, you know you really
Okay, ask them what you just asked me. Go ahead, sorry.
How old does this young lady look?
I'm gonna say 19.
19?
Yeah.
Close enough.
That's real close.
How old?
20.
Okay. What were you like? What were you guys talking about?
Well, to me, she looks like she could be 16. Like,
I mean, yeah.
Walking in the street, you would think she's 16.
If it was just like quick, but I studied it really hard.
She looked at me pretty good.
Yeah, I like did the whole thing. I was right. Just to let you guys know. Alright, I've got this giant bag because Target has the least expensive laundry soap that I can find. So I have to get it when I'm here and then carry it home.
I can't wait another day to tell you you shouldn't wait.
Hi, it's me. Just wanted to give you a hair update. Oh wow, what's this? That's new. Alright, so now that I'm almost home, I just wanted to give you guys a quick before and after.
Yeah, I'm a bit too much, but I'm finding games when I'm acting tough.
Okay? Yeah. This is what happens, you know, when it's humid. And they're shooting a movie right outside my apartment, so I know I'm gonna see like Matt Damon or Thor or somebody in Target. At Target, I got a doormat, and 'cause I feel like we needed one for obvious reasons. But Ryan hates it when I go to Target and I buy unnecessary shit. So what I'm gonna do is just put the doormat in front of the door, and maybe he won't notice. Anyways, who is he to say what is unnecessary and what's not? Because I think a doormat is pretty necessary. But we've had that for like 7 years. I think it looks so nice. It looks really nice up against this really pretty gray 19, I don't know, carpet. Gross. Okay, I'm going in. No one needs to see broccoli that close.
You do. You also need to know when you had time to curl your hair today. It's beautiful. It's majestic.
Majestic it is. I feel like there's a part right here where I don't even know where it starts and where it ends. It looks
No one
like,
knows. No one should know.
Looks like someone with really curly hair got a haircut and then you got on the floor and swept up all the hair and just put it on top of my head. That's what it looks like.
What are we having for dinner?
Gardine. Wait, I forgot. Is it the sweet and sour or is it the mandarin? That's it?
Yeah.
We need to figure out when the rain is supposed to start again.
Oh yeah.
because we
Someone's
need
gonna have to go potty.
Alexa, when is it supposed to start raining tonight?
She said it's raining right now.
She said that?
She's a rascal.
She's a rascal.
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
She's a rascal.
3.
203.
Yeah.
And then 203 and one serving is... Alexa, what's 203 divided by 45?
Alexa, don't listen to him.
Sorry, I was taught never to ignore someone when they speak to me.
Boom! In your face.
Man, I just got served on a platter.
You just got f***ing served, dude.
It says it's supposed to start raining at 7 p.m. like heavier. So I feel like we should, since it's 6:30, we should take her out.
Meow?
Did we just pick up milk?
Right, meow? Potty? Wanna go potty?
Come on, let's go potty. No. Still gotta tell me twice.
Where's the umbrella? What are you doing?
He just figured it out.
Yeah. Okay, yes.
Down. I think you're ready now to leave the ground. Get in the fast lane, babe, you can make it. I promise I'll be there all the way. And if you get a little broken down, all that you gotta do is keep your head.
Morning. It's Tuesday morning and Ryan and I are about to head into the office, and I just wanted to show you guys my makeup that I did today. I did like a pink, can you see? Like a pink look today. I kind of like it. I love pink eyeshadow. I never had any pink eyeshadow, so I just used my blush as eyeshadow, but then I found this Morphe palette that I've had forever stuck in the back of my makeup thing, and it's got these really cool like hot pinks and like corals, so I use those. And then on my lips I just use this NARS, it's like a very sheer lip tint. It's more moisturizing than it is color, because I did some blush and some highlighter, so I wanted to keep my lips kind of very light. And then I'm doing this like random blue dress with my pink makeup look. This is why I'm not a beauty YouTuber. Okay.
You're my beauty YouTuber.
You're so sweet. That's why I love you. You ready to go?
I'm ready, ma'am.
Okay, doke. Ryan, what do you think of our new doormat?
It's very ropey.
He's like, yesterday when he walked out, he was like, "Where's the umbrella?" It took him forever to notice it, and I had to turn the camera off really quickly because our neighbors were coming out, and like I don't want them to know how weird we are because we're still kind of new to the building. So I like turned the camera off really quickly. But then Ryan's like, "It looks like a bunch of ropes tied together."
Why do you make me sound like I'm slow?
I'm so mad. I was gonna wear my white sneakers with this dress, but like all of the scabs on the back of my heels are permitting me from wearing anything but a sandal. But a scab update.
Scab.
Here are my scabs today. Wait, I gotta show the other one. Take an outfit photo really quickly, and I'll be right back. How about right here? I like this.
Down. All that you gotta do is keep your head high. Let's get this out of the way. I can't wait another day to tell you you shouldn't wait. Don't be so afraid. Yeah, I'm a bit too much, but
Sunglasses are from
when I'm acting tough, I just wanna
Target, and when I was in Florida, I actually went to Target and loaded up on, I had like 5 pairs of sunglasses from the brand A New Day, and they just had the cutest sunglasses in, oh my gosh, colors. Like I got an olive green pair, I got this like rosy colored pair, and this black pair is really good, and they're good quality. Like they don't feel cheap or flimsy. So if you guys are looking for good and expensive sunglasses, they have really good ones right now. I will put a few of my favorite pairs, including the ones I got, in the description box so you guys can see them. Easy to find.
Shanghai,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, so it's like New York, but in China. So the girls
Yeah.
is like New York.
Yeah.
And then, so I was shocked by that because I was like, you know what? I really wanted to create something that I could help them. So originally I came up with the idea that who was like, you know, an executive director, a very big company, and how to connect women, you know, how to connect women like that. So that was like kind of like my, at the beginning I only watched Ashley's vlog, like videos, but then I didn't really like join the community, and then I was like, you know what, I need to be in one community and see what I can
So happy to hear, like you have no idea how much that means to us. That's really, really cool. And if there's anything we can do to help you.
Totally, because I feel like, because here's the thing, I'm just gonna like,
Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, 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 come and get it.
So we just had our first call with our new intern. She's gonna be doing stuff in the magazine. And we love her. She lives in Shanghai. She goes to Parsons, but she's at home for the summer. So sweet. Loved her so much. She's not gonna be back to New York until the end of August, but I can't wait to meet her. So one thing my dad always does is whenever he's traveling, he always gives me his flight number. And I track it and I can see where he's at and where he's going. He's going from San Francisco to Vineyard Haven. He's got a long flight.
Yeah, I'm a bit too much, but I'm fun and games. When I'm at the top, I just wanna play. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, 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 come and get it. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, 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 come and get it. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours.
I'm gonna try to find some good light and sit. I look sweaty. Maybe I am. I'll show you guys what I got from Amazon. So this is something that I keep repurchasing. I think since I've had Stella, this is my third one, but it's basically a giant lint roller. And Stella doesn't shed. Like I'll find little pieces like every now and then of her hair, but on the weekends, I go over the couch with this once, and it is really awesome. So this is basically what it looks like, and it has a handle to it. It's just in the box, but it is sticky, and so you lint roll, and then you just get soap and water and wash it off, let it dry, do it again. It's like the best purchase ever. And it also comes with a tiny one to keep at your desk at work or something. So I asked you guys, I did like a question poll on Instagram. Like I said earlier, I think it's a good way for you guys to get to know me a little bit better, and you know, some things I forget to talk about on my vlogs that you may be wondering or have questions about. So I think it's good to do a little Q&A every now and then. Question number 1, what are you reading right now? It's this right here. Extreme Ownership, How U.S. Navy SEALs Lead and Win. Brian said it's one of the best books on leadership he's ever read, so I ordered a copy for myself and now I'm reading it. How many coffees per day do you drink? No less than 1, no more than 2. If I have more than 2, I am like an alien from outer space. What do you usually have for breakfast, or do you just have coffee and that's it? No, I have to eat something in the morning. If I don't have breakfast, so many like things go wrong. I always have, never without a doubt, oatmeal with fresh fruit and granola. What app do you use for music? I use Spotify. What time do you usually go to sleep, and when do you wake up? We are normally in bed asleep by like 10:30 or 11 and up at 6-ish. What is the quality that you value most in a person? I think the quality I value the most in a person has got to be honesty, because I feel like everything kind of stems from how honest a person is. I think you can tell a lot based on how honest they are, even about just little things. I think that's a really good foundation to start judging a person by, is their honesty. What foundation do you use? Right now I'm using a mix of Dermablend and NARS. I forgot which NARS though. What TV shows are you watching right now? I am watching Mad Men right now, nothing else. Do you think a person can still make it in social media if they're just starting? And then the rest of your message cut off. I think yes, absolutely. I think there are so many people on online platforms, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter. I mean, there's millions of people on. And you're not allowed to just follow one person. That's like the #1 excuse I hear when people are like, oh, I want to start a YouTube channel, but it's just so saturated. It's not. It's really not. As long as you are, and I know this is another question I get, are tips on if you are just starting out. And be yourself. If you try to be another version of somebody else, you're a phony. People are going to see through it. Don't do that. That is like the biggest mistake I see other people make. Whether they're completely ripping off like a big blogger's Instagram handle or a big blogger, their aesthetic. You can definitely get inspiration from bigger bloggers that have made it successfully, but be yourself. Come up with what you like, and no one else can do that. No one else can recreate you. So don't try to be somebody that you're not. What is the craziest thing you've seen in NYC? Oh, that is not appropriate for this YouTube channel. How to make the transition from a small Texas town to a bigger city. Definitely being open-minded and open for anything. Even going from my small Texas town to San Antonio, which is a bigger Texas city, I just had a huge like shock in like culture shock in how things operate in a bigger, even just from like how to drive on a freeway rather than like a 2 red light street. I think just being smart and being very open-minded and accepting things as they come is a huge part of how to like ease into that transition. I think it's a lot easier than people make it out to be. How to rebuild yourself mentally after a life crisis. Anytime I've ever gone through something rough, I think taking time to myself or with someone who's very close to you and just kind of help guide you back to who you are. Don't be ashamed to seek out professional help and talk to somebody. I know that that seems to be a taboo topic, and I don't think it should be at all. I think it's completely normal, and it's even been something that I've been wanting to explore, and Ryan as well. Just talk to somebody, you know? Don't be ashamed of it. What about the clothing line? Oh, sorry if it's a stupid question. I don't watch your YouTube regularly. No question is a stupid question.
Why aren't you watching regularly?
So, what happened with the clothing line? I actually never even really addressed it further other than that it was on hold. So, what had happened was we found a manufacturer here in New York City, and we met with this person, and this person has been in the business for 40 plus years, and they work with really expensive brands, really nice brands, well made. We toured, we saw where they make the clothes, it was going great. And then weird things started to happen. Like, I designed a shirt that I thought would just be like the coolest thing ever, and I was like, I want a sample made of this. I want to see what this looks like on. We get the sample back. It literally feels like a paper napkin. And I'm like, wait, what is, no. And the thing is like, if you aren't happy with the sample, you have to pay to get another sample. And the cost of samples in clothing, like a top, a sample is probably $500, $600. And they kept doing this to us over and over and over, knowing that it was shit quality, that the material was like not even wearable, and we would just keep having to pay for samples over and over to get it done right. And we were like, guys, like, we know this isn't your first time making a shirt. Like, you make clothes for really like well-known designers. Like, I feel like you're ripping us off. What's going on? Then we would get samples back that weren't even completed. Like, they wouldn't have the buckle, they wouldn't have the zipper. And I'm like, I need to see a sample with the correct zipper. No, in final production, like, it'll be correct. And I'm like, but I want to see it now because I need to approve a final sample. And okay, but you're gonna have to pay for a new sample. Like, no, it was blowing my mind. I just feel like we were getting robbed. And when it came down to it, I started out with 6 items that I wanted to get made, like a dress, a top, a sweatshirt, you know, blah, blah, blah. We only ended up with 2 items that I was like actually happy with, I still had a bad feeling. I was like, I don't want to get involved with these people. I don't want this. I don't want to go any further. But we were already too far along to where we got a full line of 2 items that were completed. And I was like, at that point, we were backed up a whole season. It was a fall collection. It was now spring of the next year. How am I supposed to launch this right now? Who's gonna be buying this right now? And they were like, sorry, like you still have to pay for it. And I'm like, I get that, but the reason we are held up this long is because you couldn't get it right. Simple things like adding the correct buckle, making the fabric to where it doesn't feel like a napkin. It blew my mind. So we ended up having to pay for all of this, obviously, and it's sitting in a storage unit right now. So, and then it was like little things like, you know, they were kind of far away from us. Like the manufacturer was far, and we showed up for a meeting one day and he was like, oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. We're doing something else. We had to go home. Like we cleared our schedule, set this meeting, and everyone on our team is very punctual. Like we set meetings and we have the meetings and they're great meetings, and we go back to our day. So to me, if I show up to a meeting and someone forgets, like that's unacceptable. That is not good business. It just went back and forth for too long, and at the end of the day, I could have released those items, but they were just terrible quality. And it was little things that had happened in between that, like the meetings, and we were being lied to about certain things, and it just didn't feel right to me to release those items and have you guys buy them and wear them, and I couldn't be proud of that. And so we decided to cut ties with this person and this company and call it quits. And we're in the process of looking for a new manufacturer, one that we're gonna, you know, look into further and do our research. But you know, at the end of the day, like I have to take responsibility for this, because even though I didn't know, I ignored hints here and there that it just wasn't right. So at the end of the day, I do hold myself responsible. So I'm gonna do better to not let you guys down. And when I say that something is happening, it's gonna happen. And that's all I can say about that. That's pretty much like long story long, what happened with that. And I felt, I'm not gonna lie, I felt like a total piece of shit afterwards. Like I felt like such a failure. Like I just couldn't do anything right, that I should have seen the signs and I should have done something, but we are where we are and it happened, and I can't do that to myself anymore, and I can't consider myself a failure. You know, when you play big, you might fail big, and you might win big, and I failed big. And that's okay, because you know what? It was a learning lesson, and I feel like had everything gone right, I maybe not would have been prepared for future problems that might come up. So I feel prepared, I feel better, I'm back to 100. Love you guys. Anyways, that went way too long, way longer than I thought it would have. I'm glad you asked that though, because I probably got like 20 to 30 questions asking about it. So I needed to address it at some point. How do you stay so consistent with your Instagram posts? Do you plan in advance? I just made it a habit to post every day between like 10 and 12 morning. Just made it a habit, and I used to have to set an alarm like 30 minutes before, like get your picture and your caption ready to go, but now I just see the clock, I know what time it is, and I know it's time to post a photo. I got so many questions about like updates on the wedding planning and how's it going, and it's just not. We still have a while till the wedding, so we're taking things slow right now, and we got our venue booked, so we considered that a big win. And I'll keep you, I'm gonna do all of this with you, so I'm not gonna do any of this in secrecy and privacy. Like when I do something, you will know. What do you do to stay independent in a relationship when you see him all the time? Kind of like I said earlier in the vlog, Sunday, you know, we spent most of the day apart because we had separate things to do. I think my advice to you is find things that you do. Like even if it's on a Saturday and you are both off, like spend a little bit of time apart. Go read in the park or go eat lunch by yourself. Practice doing things alone, and it won't, you know, you won't get like too codependent on your partner, because I do think it's healthy to have alone time. And again, it goes back to like what you see is just what you think of someone's life. People think that Ryan and I are attached at the hip and we never leave each other, which is so far from the truth. There are days that he goes to the office, I stay home, vice versa. He goes out with his friends, I go out with mine. Like, you know, we do travel separately. What did you study in college? My major was kinesiology, which is the study of health and fitness. Where did you get your Fendi clutch? I got that at the Fendi store in Soho. I actually had it flown in from the LA store because I think he said it was like the last one in the company, so they flew it in to Soho. I felt so special for just a tiny little clutch. How do you stay inspired? This is kind of a tricky question. It's kind of a broad question, but I'll answer as best I can. I stay inspired because I choose to stay inspired. I'm constantly looking for inspiration, and I'm constantly diving into like a new project or creating something new. And I love the feeling of being inspired. So if I'm not feeling that way, if I'm just feeling like a lack of inspiration, I automatically like, what can I do to change this? Because it's not a good feeling when you are just not feeling motivated and you're just kind of in a slump. Sometimes we like to sit and wallow in our pity for a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's not healthy. And I think always searching for inspiration, listening to a podcast, reading a good book, I think is just really the way to like kick that spark back in you. How are you doing? That's so nice. I'm great, thank you. Also, tips on how to help a friend in a toxic relationship. Ooh, I've been there, and you have to tread lightly. My best advice to you is talk to her, open up lightly, tell her how you're feeling, but don't push. Because when it comes down to it, your friend has to be the one to make the decision. You cannot make that decision for her. People don't change unless they want to. So just be very careful and just be there for her is just all I can say. How do you balance the magazine, YouTube, social media, building the business? Oh my gosh, this took a while to figure out, but just writing things down and making lists and making master lists and using your Google Calendar. It's just as simple as that. I made it so hard for the longest time, but it's really just making to-do list and putting stuff in your calendar. How did you know Ryan was the one? You know what? I knew Ryan was the one like pretty quickly. I don't know. I can't explain it because it was just like a feeling that you have. Just knowing that like, oh, this is it. Like, this is the person I'm gonna be with forever. Do you keep a daily journal? Yes, I do. What did you do work-wise before vlogging? Do you have a college degree? And if so, what is it? I just answered the last part, but I had lots of jobs before starting my YouTube channel. I've had a job since I was 15, I think. I've never not worked and not paid my way. I just quit my job, which seems like, you know, a long time ago, but in the grand scheme of things, it's really not. I think it was like 4 years ago I've been doing this, which in my life career is not that long. I can get into more my career story. I think I've told it before, but I can obviously tell an updated version of my career story. It's pretty interesting if you guys want to hear it. Let's talk about it. What is your biggest struggle when building your brand? My biggest struggle is putting tasks in other people and putting things that I care about, like the magazine and my YouTube channel, so much in the hands of other people. I do think it's important to delegate tasks when you could be focusing on something bigger. That's why, you know, Blade edits my videos, because I could edit them, but he is way better at editing than me. So why would I waste 4 hours of my day when I could be planning new content for the channel? And I think people think it's so silly. They're like, oh, you have all this help, like, and I'm like, no, it's, you know, you have to look at the big picture. Why, if I could have an intern do Photoshop stuff so I don't have to, so I can make the magazine better, when I have Blade editing so I can make the YouTube channel better. It's like, you know, delegating tasks. It took me a while to figure it out. Unfortunately, it's like the stupidest thing, but it's so helpful. Do you ever get a bit drunk? I'm not a big drinker. No, I really don't, ever. I can still have fun. I can definitely have a good time without drinking. What protein powder are you currently using? I'm using Plant Fusion. I've actually been using that one. I was using 310, but then I switched to Plant Fusion and I'm really loving it. It's easy on your stomach if protein powder gives you stomach issues. Do you take any hair supplements? No, I don't. Do you save money for the future? And do you think women near 40 are out of this industry? I definitely don't think anybody is out of any industry. I mean, if you are passionate enough and you are hardworking enough, like, you can definitely make it possible for yourself. I don't, you know, it's up to you how you get there, but I don't want you to automatically have in your mind like, oh, I want to do this, but ... Like, you know, you're automatically setting yourself up for failure if you think that you're not worthy or capable of doing a job. And you asked if Ryan and I save money. Yes, we put money every month into savings. We put money every month into retirement. And Ryan and I also invest in venture capital funds. Do you worry about your future? Do you think you can live being a YouTuber forever? It's a very interesting question, and I don't think anyone's ever asked me that before, but it is a topic that Ryan and I talk about on a weekly basis. Like, I have so much to say about this topic. Not that I don't love doing YouTube. I mean, I think it's so fun to like film what you're doing, and like other people from around the world can like see what's going on your part of the world, and I just think YouTube is like the coolest thing ever. Do I want to be doing it forever? No. And I get so frustrated, and I have such a huge opinion when I get messages from young girls and they're like, how do I become an influencer? And I'm like, no, no. It is not a career goal. It is not a career goal. And I know people make it look so luxurious, but it's not a career goal. It is not something you should strive for and that just be your end goal. If you guys want me to go further deeper into this, I will. I'm gonna stop myself right now. The answer is, I do not worry about my future, no. And I will not be a YouTuber forever until I'm 90. I will not. Can you picture us in the nursing home? Hey, hold my teeth.
Yeah.
Are you and Ryan jealous about each other? What a strange question. What do you think she means by that?
Jealous of each other?
Like, your hair's better than mine today. Get out. How could I financially make it in NYC without a career? So, a career and a job are two separate things. Sometimes you just have to do some jobs until you can get to your career. When I'm on Instagram and I'm giving advice to somebody and they're like, oh, like, I'm not gonna be a bartender, I'm not gonna work retail, I wanna be the CEO of X, Y, and Z company. You have to make ends meet with whatever job you can get your hands on. You have to bartend, you gotta work at Forever 21, you gotta do whatever until you can land your dream job, or you can get some entry-level position to work your way up. Okay, I can answer one more question before I have to take a break. Not that you guys, it matters, because I'll be back in like a second in vlog time. I got this question twice. Why are you already talking about moving to Texas when you just got your new apartment? I'm a planner, and I like to make plans, I like to set goals, I like to think about the future, and you know, this isn't an apartment we rented thinking we were gonna like live in until we were 80. It's not like I'm sitting here and I'm like, oh, I'm already over this apartment, I can't wait to move. No, I love this apartment, I'm so happy here, but I do think it's normal to think about my future, especially when Ryan and I are getting married soon and we are going to be talking about having children. I think it's important to keep your mind open about future plans that you're gonna have. Most important thing to maintain a happy relationship, I think, is just like an open line of communication. I think, do you agree?
Yeah.
You should always be able to tell your partner anything and everything. Favorite pajama brand? I always get mine at Target. And Urban Outfitters. They have cute PJs. How long did it take you for YouTube to pay you or to get sponsorships? Sponsorships,
a
year.
You didn't start growing like until after like almost a full year
Yeah.
Like really good growth until like a full year.
Yeah, I would say like a year.
I mean, like YouTube still doesn't pay that much.
Yeah, YouTube like pays, unless you're getting like millions and millions of views a video.
Or unless you're making content in like different niches. Like if you're making fashion content, you're not getting that much money.
Right.
If you're making like
gaming.
Example, gaming content. If you're making how to make money on the internet content, you're making a lot more on just based off of ad revenue.
Do you practice manifestation? And if so, can you give some tips?
Is that Misty?
No, it's not Misty. Misty is always trying to push her manifesting shit on me. I don't know.
She always backs away. Ready? Oh, no, I don't want it.
Stella, you were the one crying that said you needed to go out. Come here. Come on. Was that so bad?
It's terrible. Hello.
Thank you. Okay, let's go potty. Let's go potty.
I'm a bit too much, but I'm finding games. When I'm at the top, I just wanna play. If you are looking for one hell of a ride, just come and get it. Baby, I'm all yours. Come and get it, come and get it, come and get it, come and get it.
Back in the kitchen. You putting your new thing up?
Yeah.
You gonna go scrub the couches?
I'm gonna try my best to wait till this weekend. I just love using new gadgets.
You do love your gadgets, even if they're not actually gadgets.
What? Ryan's gonna be my moderator because I'm gonna be cooking. So.
All right, next question. Have you ever cheated or have been cheated on?
I don't know, you tell me.
Oh, really?
I'm just kidding. I have been cheated on. No, I have not cheated.
I don't know if I believe her.
What?
What?
You're such a jerk.
Next question.
Oh wait, I have a question for you.
What's up?
Do you want a pre-dinner snack?
Fudge, yeah, I do.
Our usual?
Yeah. Pull it out. Flop it around.
I'm flopping around. The problem is we're gonna eat all these before we have like a burger or something, and then we're gonna be like, oh, wish I had a pickle.
I think I wish I had a pickle even when we have pickles like in front of us.
I
So
know.
when we don't have a pickle, obviously I'm going to be thinking that.
I need to start getting the triangular ones and not the sandwich ones because we eat them recreationally more than we eat them
You're going to have to clarify triangle pickles
like
for me?
the 3D triangle pickles.
Do you mean just regular pickles?
No, because some are full on circles.
There's no such thing as a circular pickle.
Yeah, it's round and like that.
I go what? Can't wait for the comment. A pickle's vegan?
That right there, I think, was your shining moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, next question. Have you ever felt out of place in New York?
Out of place. I'm sure there have been like, I don't know. I'm sure there have been many times where I haven't fit in somewhere, but I don't notice.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's like not a...
On my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Next question. Do you ever regret leaving your normal job?
You know, no, to answer the question, no. But like, I miss the whole like, which now that we have an office, I kind of get that. I mentally feel good when I'm in that type of environment. And I really think when it comes to work and how you perform best, like what works for you. And some people might do best in like a coffee shop, or they might do best at home. I do better in like an office environment. Actually, I do better with like a mix of everything,
So you do or do not regret leaving your normal job?
I answered the question.
I think you went on a tangent about loving office
No,
space.
ow, mother.
Oh shit, what happened?
You got me right in the neck.
What?
Ow!
Was there an accent on that?
Yeah.
What was it?
Like, Western cowboy.
That was a question mark at the end of that. Western cowboy question mark.
We're never gonna get through these questions. Oh.
Let me see.
You see?
No.
Wait, it's like right.
I see a red mark, but I think
We're
it's
like on Tommy Boy when he's like.
Yeah, not here. Not here, but right in here.
Right here. Not here or here so much, but right here.
Nope. Ship shape.
Oh, girl. All right, so let's be.
Swift?
No, I was gonna say let's be respectful of Nadine Isabel, who just wants to know if you regret leaving your normal job.
I said no. That's how I started the question. No, to answer the question, no. You be respectful to Nadine and listen more.
Okay, Western Cowboy. How do you imagine your life in Texas when you move? Again, houses, city, differences from NY.
I would love. Go ahead and just tell everybody what I want.
In Texas? Ashley wants a ranch.
I would love to live on a ranch with horses and have a golf cart that I need to drive down and get my mail out of the mailbox. And a swimming pool.
We can agree on like almost all that. We want a big house in Texas with a pool and some land. I don't know how far out. Like, I like to be close to the city too.
Yeah.
Next question. Do you ever get nervous anymore posting pictures or vlogs, etc.?
No, I mean, no. I used to just because sometimes, like, I mean, everyone says stupid things on the daily. Like, people say stupid things. They say things that sound bad, like it was meant a certain way, but it wasn't, you know. The only difference is mine is public and it's on YouTube, and I'm sure I, like, embarrass myself all the time. So it's always kind of like that gut feeling, like when a video goes live, like, oh, I hope I didn't, like, say something so stupid. But I don't think twice about it.
Next question.
Something's burning and I can't figure out what it is.
Well, just use your Western Cowboy skills to figure that out, lady. Next question.
What?
How much time does Ryan put into LBH compared to his business? 50-50 or 30-70, etc.?
I'll let you answer that.
70-30, I'd say.
Oh, shoot! I told you something was burning!
Oh shit, girl, you're gonna have to eat that.
Oh no!
I live for your vlogs. Your take on opinions, views, 2 cents, or experiences on friendships.
My take on friendships is that mindful of who you're friends with, and if the relationship is healthy, you always want to have like a 50-50 partnership in a friendship. Like, you're giving as much as you're taking. I don't think a good friend is someone who constantly is taking and not giving. So just make sure you're always happy with that person.
Why do you feel like you have to apologize? Your content is amazing.
I used to always consider myself a people pleaser, and I think just an effect of a people pleaser is always feeling the need to apologize, because I am someone who values other people's time as well as my own, and I never want to put out like a boring vlog or boring content or bad content because I don't want to waste your time, because I do value that. And I'm gonna be honest, like, I have felt lately like my content has been lacking something, whether it be in the vlogs or in the style videos. I can't quite put my finger on it. That's why I love your feedback so much. But if you also, like, I can't help you if you're the person who complains vlog after vlog, video after video about it being boring and it sucks and da 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 da, then I think there's got to be a point where you just cut ties with me. Because, you know, if you tell me my content sucks but you don't tell me why, that's not helping me at all. If you have feedback, deliver it. Don't tiptoe around it.
Why don't you do more meetups? Also, I love your blogs, but you need to change it up a little.
Is that not just an exact, like,
Pretty
example
much.
of what I was saying? Like, what do you mean change it up? Like, I'm so happy to change up content if it's getting stale, but I have to know what you want to see. Do you know what I mean? sorry, a lot happened earlier and I burned our dinner, so I had to go really quickly. But to answer the second part of that question, I don't have meetups. And I almost just am not self-aware that I don't have meetups, and it's something that I really should do. So, how to believe that everything's going to work out in the end. I think it's about realizing that everything will work out in the end and it might not be to your favor, and I think accepting that is very important. I think accepting the fact that things just might not go your way, and it's gonna be okay if they don't. There'll be a learning lesson, and you have to learn acceptance from that. You and Ryan have friends as a couple. If so, how did you make them? We do. Most of our friends are back in Texas. A lot of our friends are in LA. And we have like a set group of friends here in New York. They're mostly like couple friends. And we met all of our friends through either like college, like all of my best friends I've known since college. And same with Ryan, he has college friends. But the way we made friends is going to kind of like networking things and joining like communities. Like, this is why I always encourage the LBH Facebook community, because so many of these girls are like now friends that meet up in their cities and they're like actual friends. So you know how people do online dating? I think online friendships are definitely a thing. That's how I met one of my amazing friends, Misty. She was a subscriber, and now she's one of my very good friends that we text all the time. And it's just like, it's just crazy how online communities can really help you gain friendships, especially if you're joining a community with like you both like the same things and you're interested in the same things, so you have that common ground. Earning money as an influencer, how does that work? Can you count on it? No, you can't count on it. You might not get any brand deals in 1 month or 2 months. You might go 2 months without getting a brand deal, and then all of a sudden you might get 6 in a month, and then everyone yells at you because you did too many sponsored videos that month. So it's really, really inconsistent. Once you get to a certain level of either like followers or likes or you know, comments, then you will start getting steady brand deals. The only problem is it might not be what you want, and never take something if you don't fully believe in the brand. Do you ever regret picking such a public career? No, not really. I think I've pretty much just learned to accept things, like the negatives. The negative side to what I do, I've just learned to accept it for what it is, and it just is what it is. I think there are just downfalls to every career, and especially a public one. People perceive you as what they want to perceive you, even though that might not be who you are. People have a lens, and you know, you fit that lens and you are who they want you to be. And so that kind of sucks. Having a bunch of people out there not really know the real me and have a certain vision of me is kind of scary, because I know who I am, and like my close friends and my family and Ryan, they really know who I am, but it's scary to think how other people think of me, I guess. It's not like it's just like weird. That's all I can say. What's your least favorite part of your body, and what's Ryan's most favorite part of your body? I wish I had more of like a shape. I feel like a string bean, and I wish I was like, had hips and stuff. I wish, but you know, peace and blessings. All right, I had to change batteries. What's my favorite body part?
Tell me, what's your favorite body part?
What? What's your favorite part about my body?
I've always loved to stare into your eyes.
My eyes? What do you like about my eyes?
You're very nice, girl.
That's so sweet. How many hours do you need to fully function? How do you manage your hours per day? How many hours to fully function? I mean, I feel like if I even just have like an hour, I can knock a bunch of stuff out, especially if I know I just have an hour. I learned early on that I do a lot of busy work, as I feel a lot of people do. And I think cutting out the busy work is it's just like such a key part in like getting your shit done. Cut the busy work and actually like make a to-do list and do what you need to do. Oh my gosh, that's it.
Done?
Done. So now that we're done, that was fun. I feel like this is going to be 45 minutes. Did you guys like this Q&A? I feel like I put it towards the back so people who don't care for it, they don't have to watch it. But I think Orion and I are gonna be up pretty late tonight. I'm already getting prepared because I think we have like 5 episodes of Mad Men in the whole entire series, and I think we're just gonna knock it out tonight.
But first I've got to go brush my teeth and get the burnt taste out of my mouth.
I burn our food so bad. It's so bad. Like, Ryan was eating seitan and it was crunchy, and I was like, what are you eating? And he was like, Doritos. It sounded like chips. I'm gonna go so I have to edit this video. It literally is going live tomorrow and I don't know what I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna go, but I'll see you guys in my next video, and let me know if you like this Q&A. I mean, obviously it can be shorter. I think I accidentally chose too many questions, but yeah, let me know. And I am so serious about what I said about content earlier. You know, if you can think of something that can be changed, even if you don't want to like publicly say it, always send me a DM and be like, hey, like I think you could do this, or I would enjoy it if like this happened. You can't just comment and say, your videos suck, your fashion videos are what they used to be. Like, I don't know what that means, because to me, they are, but of course I think that because I am the one that creates them. So I'm always open to anything. You guys just let me know. I don't want you to like hate what you're watching and just like keep it to yourself. All right, I'll see you guys next time. Be on the lookout for this next video coming on Sunday. It's gonna be a good one. I'm excited about it. Peace and blessings. Bye.